have this. You want to test it?
Can you see the, I tested on here, I just haven't seen the sound readout yet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, they might want to pull it.
That's fine.
So it's using the live stream cam. And not the, is that what this is?
I have no idea. What's the other option? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. It's a MacBook.
Or
Read
it's
the mic.
either
Can you
that
go
or
say
it's...
something in the lapel? Just to see if it goes up? Yep. It's not moving very much. Can you find this? Do you have like the email? I guess it's in the link. It's in the on the website? Yeah. I can get it. Because I think this is.
Oh, no, I think it would be the MacBook Air microphone. It was plugged into...
The aux. Yeah. Can I do that and then push?
What happened if I unplug it? Is that going away? Okay, so yeah, it's going to be the MacBook Air microphone.
The only one that's getting free is the cam, which I think is this.
So then I wonder... Well, I mean, this will pick up the PA system.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
go
that should be fine. But I could add this lapel mic to
You have
this.
2 people watching. So, I just need someone to access it. Yeah. If you go to Ariana
Test.
YouTube.
Test. Okay, try it now.
Say something.
Test.
You would think it would go up more when you said test, right?
This one is. Test.
But this thing right here isn't.
Okay.
We still
I'll switch it to external
still
microphone.
never got that map for after.
So you got sound? Cool. You got sound?
Oh, okay. She was gonna show me how to do it.
Yeah, just point it at her
So move the actual camera.
yeah, but not until Ariana comes out.
Okay.
Everybody else can just come up here, but when she's going to come out, then just if you got to pick it up or whatever you got to do.
What? Oh, yes.
That's a good one. That's the camera, right? But like, are you gonna be panning?
Yeah, I think I've been towards.
Here, can you show Diane? Diane, she's watching one. You guys found it.
Yeah, we probably just need that one.
I have the Bible boy. We good?
Can I use it too? Oh no, we're doing Hi, I don't know You didn't give it to her, right?
Got you.
Let me take a picture.
Cooler there. I think it was 75 degrees Fahrenheit there. Foggy every morning. Foggy until about 11 o'clock. And then something down until about 8. Oh yeah, that's great.
That's what people love to see.
Yeah. Not like folks left there, so like this 95 and 98.
I'll turn myself on.
Don't trust Diane.
You all caught a farmer down the tank.
Yeah.
No, this time. And I didn't even have a drink, okay, girlfriend?
No, I know now. Yeah, okay.
Nobody takes a picture of the photographer, so here we go. Guys, there's a lot more time.
Oh yeah. I bought a farm before park about 25 years ago. I was doing yeah, I just what's in this analysis, what was needed to put it into the water system. Oh yeah. Or now just pour the nutrients that they need. It just has some yellow again with it. So get back to low magnesium. About it.
They're in the room back there. You walk back there with the photographer? That's all on it. Oh, it's a Pokemon Go gym. I was like, the church is a Pokemon Go gym.
So how's this live stream working?
It's
Going right now. Say hi to them. Right behind it. By the laptop. It's easier.
It's facing that direction.
It's facing that direction.
You're right in it.
Entirely possible.
Do all three.
Oh, it's pointed that way. No, it's pointed that way. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from that. Oh no, it's pointed front. I'm looking at that.
The only thing I do
Tanya, were you able to see the screen with the camera seeing?
I see you.
All spot in hands?
No, it's not. You are good.
Because through those type of cameras, I was like, what the heck?
It's not your good side.
You want to give my GoPro a move? Or you think it's good? I gave my brother-in-law a hard time last time at his wedding when I was like, I'm sitting back here, I can see the whole spot.
See, as long as
Oh yeah, that's my.
see, during the wedding, just don't lift up one cheek and do that really quick. You know, quick family motion.
Don't
People
pull
will know.
edges.
Reggie.
Yeah, just like
I'm constant. 'Cause my parents are always falling out.
if you got an itch, just keep it to yourself.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Everybody's gonna be like, it was a little bit.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be like, with the camera.
Oh, good angle for
In a respectful way.
Over here, like actually in front of the camera over here. So that we can get a better angle. Is it live right now?
Yeah, it is. Everybody sings. And
Just a
Jerry.
lovely shot of your crotch, really. Right.
Is that better or should we?
That's better. That's better.
Too far this side.
I think that's good.
Like Christian's makeup on.
Yes, I love Brandon.
It's definitely live already.
Oh, look. I was gonna do something with sweating.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do?
All right, you do it. Don't stand up.
I wish I could see.
Is he really doing that? Yes.
Oh yeah, I see comments.
It matches the I can't sit.
You sure got me some.
Give you one.
Oh, nice. No, those are good.
Those are. That's why I was like, you need to go. When I thought they were gonna pop more, but they
They're covered up.
I wanted them to pop too. Purpose, they're not bad.
We gotta get you to.
You gotta get that picture where like all the guys are sitting
see,
and then
you've seen that
yeah,
before. That's what I kept telling them.
you gotta do it. You know that's cool.
Oh, poor dude. One guy, I didn't know what to put it.
Railroad strikes and they play
Okay, so something tomorrow. I remember I used to play this game next to I just realized. Having a romance with her. I just put it behind me. It was just warm. They didn't see me for months. Like, Brandon, what happened? You haven't seen me for months. I was like, I got a relationship. Like, yeah, I'll let you see me. My friends keep coming out like, we haven't seen you. They're like, free time is not me time anymore.
I can see now. I can see.
Everything's clear.
Sun's finally like now. Yeah, it's so much more.
As long as I don't have to sign nothing, read nothing.
Just the checks.
That was yesterday.
Sign here, initial here, here, and here.
They were like, we're gonna do this again. I'm like, showing up. Kim?
Timothy Douglas Barron.
It's gorgeous. We're starting.
I'll wait.
Oh, you'll be over.
I'll go with it.
Is your cadence good?
Just watch mile. And I think, they're like the whole dropping it down. She gets.
Now's the time for them to come out. That couple, if they're gonna sit, now's the time for them. Dance already?
Sleepless nights at the chateau, visualizing I'll give it something to do. Coach the reaper, visualizing I'll give it something to do. Get a wild fire burning, visualizing I'll give it something to do. It's hot, going all in, visualizing I'll give it something to do.
Oh, we're just waiting on something.
Spread it like peanut butter jelly. Do it like all you see money. Spread it like peanut butter jelly. Do it like all you see money. Spread it like Here's my hand, it's yours to hold. I give myself to you. Here's my heart, please make it yours. I give my love to you. We are two becoming one. Here I am, here's all of me. You have all that once was mine. And here's my promise, I'm yours to hold. I'll stay here by your side. We are two becoming one. We are two becoming one. May what He's joined be not undone. May love of Christ on display. When we're weak and when we're strong, when it's hard to carry on. Oh God, we want your love on display. We are two becoming one. Here's my life, I lay it down. I give up myself for you. And here's my will, I submit to you. I will follow where you lead. We are two becoming one. We are two becoming one. May what He's joined be not undone. May our love for Christ on display. When we're weak and when we're strong, when it's hard to carry.
Married to this man. We do. You may be seated. Now, couples tell me all the time that they don't remember much about their wedding day. They say either they're too nervous or they're too tired from all the work that went into it. So it could be a combination of both. But I don't think you two are going to have any problems remembering this day. So first, I want you, Timothy, and you, Ariana, to look out at all your family and your friends, and you guys wave at them, blow some kisses, and make some noise. That was a little over the top, but that'll work. Now, did that solve and settle your nerves? You guys look a little nervous. Your love started off small and innocent. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Do you remember when you first laid eyes on each other? Was it love at first sight or did it take a bunch of dates? It was first sight. Wow. The moment you saw her, you said that's the one. And the moment you saw him, you did what? Ran? Oh, you tried to run. But something pulled you back. Do you remember your first date? And listen, if you get this right, you get an extra month of brownie points. Do you remember your first date? Where you went?
Yes, I do.
Where'd you guys go?
We went down the street from here, actually. Secret way for it.
Oh,
I found out later.
okay. Do you remember the first time you held hands like that? Now, I know your parents are here, but you know, I have to ask you this. Do you remember your first kiss?
Same place.
Okay. Sorry you had to hear that. So here's a harder question. Do you remember when you had to be honest with yourself and admit the person you're standing in front of you were in love with? Do you remember that day? And that's exactly why we're here on this 9th day of August in the year of our Lord, 2020. The love started off small and slowly and innocently, and look, today it is beginning to blossom, and it will continue to blossom for the rest of your life, as long as you take care of this thing called marriage. Marriage was never designed to do something for you. You were designed to do something for this institution called marriage. Add to it so that the people who follow you will be so inspired that they too, you're looking around at you, that they too would want it to be a part of this thing called marriage. So I want you to turn and face me just for about 3 or 4 minutes. I want to tell you about some things about marriage. Every marriage has to have these 3 ingredients, or these 3 essentials, and they all start with the letter C. And I did this so that you won't forget them. Now the first thing is going to sound a little weird. You're going to think I'm crazy, that the sun got to me, but I promise you it'll make sense afterwards. So the first thing you must do after you come back from your honeymoon is you stop at a store and you get yourself a 30-day calendar. That's the first C, a calendar. But why would I say do that? Because you're busy, you're in school, and you're going to be quite shocked at how quickly time will get away from you and you will grow apart just because life gives you all kinds of things to do. So you're going to get a calendar. And when I do my checkups with you, that's the first thing I'm going to ask you. And you get your calendar and you sit down, whether it's monthly or weekly or bi-weekly, and you take a pen, not pencil. You take a pen and you make sure that you two have date nights in there, time alone in there. Get a calendar. Don't let anything except death keep you from your time together. And initially you're going to kind of regiment it, kind of put it in, but after a while it'll become routine, it'll become something that you'll just look forward to doing. So get a what? Calendar. The second C of your marriage is you've got to communicate. You have to. You can't talk and solve things unless you're really able to talk and communicate. But there are some words that you must say to each other. That should be a part of every couple's vocabulary. So here's the first big word. Not that you'll be saying it a whole lot, but be prepared to say it. I'm sorry. How about this one? I was wrong. I know it takes a little pride to swallow your pride to say that. How about please forgive me? Give me a couple more. I'll give you a couple more words. Hey girl, you know you fine. you got to tell her that. She needs to know how beautiful she is. And that of all the women in the world, your eyes are only lighting up when you see her. But you know what? Men are more emotionally fragile than women, so you got to tell them you still got it going on. Tell them, hey, you're not bad yourself. Practice that. Just tell her that real quick. That way you know you can say it. Tell how beautiful she is. Wow. Look at it. Now tell him something. Okay, now you practice those things. You also should be able to talk about the things that bother you, the things that concern you. Please communicate. Every day, try to make time to communicate and check in with each other. So here's the last one. It's called commitment. Commitment. You are standing in front of your family and friends and in the sight of God, and you are committing to spend your life together. So that means that that D word should never come out of your mouth. You know that other, that D word, D-I-D, we don't even talk about that. So instead of running from things that we face, we will face them. And I am committed to you until death do me part. Is that what you're willing to say, Timothy? Are you willing to say that, Ariana?
Yes.
Then guess what? Let's get you 2 minutes. Turn around and face each other. There you go. I'm going to ask you 2 or 3 questions. And in front of your family and friends, I want you simply to say, I do, before you take your vows. Do you both understand that marriage is the highest of all human relationships? Do you understand this? You also understand that marriage is the hardest of all human relationships. You understand this? Now, by saying I do, you're letting everybody know that your eyes are wide open. There's nobody, no shotguns, nobody's forcing you here. You understand that there will be some great days, and there will be some days that won't be as great, but we are determined to unite together. August 9th, 2020. And so we are determined to unite together. What say you both? I do. All right. So Timothy, you have some words you want to say to your just about bride.
Ariana, when I first met you at a taco shop right down the street from you, I knew you were the one. I knew you were the one to keep. I remember asking you to be my girlfriend that day, and you stood there shocked, not knowing what to do. Since day one, I've wanted you in my life through ups and downs. Through ups and downs, I finally got you to say yes to being my wife. You are the balance in my life. 7 years. I love you very much.
Now, Ariana has some words to say to you.
Most of my life, I've always felt like I've had to change who I was to look a certain way, act a certain way, but then I met you. And I found someone who sees me as perfect, no matter what it is I look like or act like or this, that, this. I don't have to change something to be beautiful and who is that feeling of being with you and knowing that I can trust you completely. I don't know about that. Oh, that's hard. And I thought that I just
All right, so Timothy, would you repeat these words after me? I, Timothy, willingly take you, Ariana, to be my lawfully wedded wife. From this day forward, you never walk alone. For I will be by your side. We will face life together. Triumphs together. And we will experience some failures together. And we will get through them. I'll be faithful to you. And I will love you to the best of my ability. Today, tomorrow, and for as long as the 2 of us shall live. Ariana, would you say these words after me? I, Ariana, lovingly take you, Timothy, to be my lawfully wedded husband. From this day forward, I will be by your side. I will respect you. I will honor you. And we will do this thing called life together. So I want you both to say these words together after me. As you look at each other. From this day forward, I don't ever plan on leaving you. Wherever you go, I'm going to. Wherever you choose to live, I plan on living there too.
plan on living there too.
As of today,
As of today,
your home is now my home.
your home is now my home.
Your family, they are now my family.
Your family
They are not my family.
is now my family.
And your friends,
And your friends
they're now my friends.
They're
are
not
now
my
my
friends.
Now, right behind me,
Right.
no. That's good, that's good. Now, on the table behind me, there are symbols of your unity, your vows together. It's the sand ceremony. Those colors represent a picture and a blending of your lives. It's a blending of your families. And so now I'm going to ask that you would enact the blending of the sand representing your lives together. Their rings, symbolic of this union. And I'm going to ask you to put these rings into the palm of your right hand. Just keep your hand open and let's talk about what they mean. First, tell me what shape are those rings? They're circular. You're correct. Now look carefully. Do you see an ending point on any of those rings? So just as a circle never ends, your love for each other should never stop growing. These rings are also made of some type of precious metal. Just go with it. That's all right. It's still good. It's what they represent. This means that love is precious. Love does cost, but today, love pays. I want you to take your ring, and then as you place this upon Ariana's finger, I want you to say these words. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a solemn reminder
as a solemn reminder
that I will love,
that I will love,
honor,
honor,
and cherish
and
you
cherish you
in all ways,
in all ways,
at all times,
at all times,
and in all places.
and in all places.
Get on there, make sure it's nice and snug. That's not coming off.
We'll see.
All right. Now, get ready. Get ready for a jolt down your finger. As you place it upon his finger, say, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a solemn reminder
as a solemn reminder
that I will love,
that I will love,
honor,
honor,
and cherish you
and cherish you
in all ways,
in all ways,
at all times,
at all times,
and in all places.
in all places.
We're trying.
Tab.
Now may you be blessed. May you be kept. May you both prosper in all that you do. May your love grow day by day. And may you stand together until death do you part. That's my prayer for the both of you. Amen. You're just about married. So as you have now exchanged vows and rings, you've enacted the sand ceremony symbolizing the unity of your lives and your families together. I am honored on this 9th day of August, the year of our Lord 2020, to now officially and finally pronounce you both husband and wife. And what has now been joined together, do not let anything or anyone tear this union apart. So now there's just one last act. And Timothy, you must get ready for it. Lick your lips. Mankind has looked forward to this since weddings were instituted. And if you don't kiss her right, all the men here are going to be let down. So your first act, I mean, you practiced at the shop up there already, the first date. So your first act, and I hope you don't kiss her with the veil, your first act as husband and wife, show us how it's done, brother. Kiss your wife. Have mercy. All right. I think you know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the history of the world, let me introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Timothy and Ariana Aran.
attention, please. So really quickly, we're going to have the bride and groom and the family take pictures here. So if you're part of the family, please stay here. If you're anybody else, friends.